So we got.
Here we go. You know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know, yes. Brenda is my girl, don't you know?
Hello.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Where is everybody?
Hey, y'all.
How y'all doing?
What's new? Anything new?
Always.
Oh, my goodness. I miss y'all so much. Where y'all been? Tell me how your week's been.
I entered a karaoke contest.
Yeah, did you win?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I did 2 songs. I did a warm-up. I did a mashup. So I did the background music was Creep by Radiohead, but the lyrics were All-Star. So you heard the music and you expected me to say one thing, and I come in going, you were just like, what? It was beautiful. And then I did my super sultry postmodern jukebox cover of Blank Space, like the Taylor Swift song, but like bluesy, jazzy, sultry, like, It was lovely.
What's the judging factors in the karaoke contest?
They were looking for not just how well you sing, but also like how engaging you were on the stage, like interacting with the crowd and like stuff like that. And like stage presence, and sound control, like not holding the mic too close or whatever. And so like at one point I was like, because I got me some pipes.
What did you win?
Well, if I advance all the way, because like there's a qualifying round and this and that, and then I might get to go to Dallas, and then I might get to go to Vegas. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but if I win, I get like $10,000.
So this is a tournament.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, like legit, like yes.
This is real.
Excited. So that's my big thing going on. What y'all got going on?
Well, I had a fabulous week.
There you go. Tell it, Joey.
I had a fabulous week with Jimmy. Jimmy came to Columbus to go to a reunion, and we did some comedy stuff on top of it. He went to Wednesday night open mic. They gave him some time there, and then we went up to Massillon, the Crackpots, and they gave us a little extra time, and we rocked the stage according to the owner.
Nice.
And then what was the next night? We kind of took off, and then Saturday he had a show. And then while he was at his show, I went to Pennsylvania. It was the first time I performed there. So it's been an exciting week getting to know him. And, he's got a lot of knowledge, and he passed on a lot of tips to me. So I appreciate him very much.
Awesome.
Any
Hey,
questions?
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Okay, so hear me out, right? I'm hungry, right? And so I made some tuna fish, right? And I can't eat bread, so I have crackers. But I like ketchup on my tuna fish. Is that weird?
Yes. That's like
No.
That is definitely different. I'm going to say that. You have some unique recipes that you're trying out over there.
I'm saying, just hear me out. So it's the salty with the sweet with the, I don't know what the flavor of tuna is, but
Fishy.
Fishy is what we're going with that.
it goes. I've tried it one time. Just try it one time.
Hey, that will go on Brenda's try it or trash it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna try it then. Ain't trying nothing.
They
I
say
don't know.
Hi, y'all.
You want to know something? I got to tell y'all what I did this week, though. I went out and I liked this video right here. I was trying to get everybody to come on and remember that is a thing. They want to come check us out. So I think they should go ahead and, like and subscribe. And that way they can, be in the know and know when I'm going to be notified anyway that Austin, the city's going down.
That's what's up.
I'm waiting for a PSA.
Preach.
I've got another too. See, I got a PSA on my shirt now.
Hey, at least it's not backwards. You know what I mean? Like, at least your camera's not flipped around and we're not like.
If you can read harassment,
It looks backward in my camera though.
It looks great on this end.
All right,
What's it
so
say? Not friendly, please.
Do
What?
not touch.
Do not touch.
Oh,
Uh-huh. I've got
Come on,
less
Joey, you
fun
got
still wearing
glasses.
this shirt. Huh?
I said, Joey got glasses and had trouble reading it.
Man,
Okay. I'll have to get closer. There.
I know.
Got it.
Like, I'm so mad at my optometrist. The last time I went, they threatened me with the B word. They said I needed bifocals. And I was like, no. I just want to know, is Funny Man in a cage? Like,
Oh,
what's going on
Tony's
with his
here.
setup
I'm
there?
joining the club. I am. I'm in there like swimwear. I got my first prescription ever. I'm hoping that somebody can give me good tips and pointers on how I pick a pair because I've never.
That's what's up.
I think Funny Man Green didn't work release program. He's lying to everybody. He really
is that Gamblers Anonymous?
I'd like to know how he got one of those that worker vest in prison if he's in prison.
he's a good worker. He's the top.
Well, I'm just saying I got some relatives who are trying to find out because I'm just saying is there's an inside racket for it?
I don't know. As long as he can pronounce autonomy and anonymous, he's serious about it.
Okay, Green Man, now that you're back, you have to explain. Are you like in a cage or like what's going on with your setup? I'm curious.
No, I'm in a truck.
You're in a truck.
I'm in a truck.
Is it moving?
Yeah, like I said, I'm the only person in a truck.
so you're
So
the Dark Knight? Are you the
Are
Dark Knight?
they coming back?
Are you being held hostage? Like, what's going on? Why are you in a truck?
no, I'm not being held hostage.
Golly.
Liam Neeson taking phone call dialogue right now.
No, that's what I do. I load trucks.
Okay, so you're on the clock. You're like multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're like constantly doing
And he's
dynamic.
gone.
Blink twice. Funny Man, blink twice. We got you.
Blink twice and breaking twice.
I know what Captain when I see one.
Man, it would help you if they were to return.
Can you?
Malfunction Junction, where you been? How you been doing this week?
I've been making it. I've been here in Kansas. Still no midgets. Not a one.
Aw.
Haven't seen the
What are you
first.
doing in Kansas?
Well, I mean that's kind of where I wound up. I even went to the hospital there. It was weird. They were nice to me. I was not used to it. It felt like a trap.
I'm just glad you're okay.
You gotta try out the lollipop guild.
Hey, I heard different people telling us stories about this weekend. I got a story too,
Uh-oh.
if we got time.
Okay.
Make it
Okay.
brief. Make it brief.
Okay.
Can I just real quick though? Can I just say thank you to everybody who's tuning in and checking us out because we miss y'all.
Yes.
We miss y'all. We want you to miss us someday.
Hi, Insane. I wish you were on this end of the screen and not that end of the screen, but we'll take what we can get.
Okay, Funny Man, you're on.
Okay. No, I'm just telling a story. It's no joke or whatever like that. No, anyway, so I had a show in Hagerstown, right? There was two hosts. There was somebody that I've known for years, and it was like a woman. It was like an art. It was like a she teaches art and everything. So it was like an art jump / comedy show. Well, anyway, everybody was painting and everything. Except for me, I ain't painting. But anyway, at halftime while we drive, that's when the comedy show was going to start. So it was halftime. So she said, "Are you ready to perform?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go, let's get it," or whatever like that. No, so she introduced me. I go to the mic. The other host says, "Hold up, stop." So I'm thinking, we boys, we know each other for years. He wanted to introduce. No, he gets the mic, calls the other host up, and proposes to her.
Oh yeah, that's sweet.
So I had to perform after a proposal.
That's a tough act to follow.
Did she say yes?
Oh yeah, she said yeah. She said yeah.
Did he have a ring?
Coming to find out, they met each other a month ago on POF. I didn't even know. I didn't even know.
Okay, well, that's sure to last.
Great story. Thanks for joining us. And thank you, Matt, too, for joining us. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do, because that way you know when we do this again and stuff and everything. That's all I got.
How big was that tuna package you were eating? You've been eating for a little while now. I thought tuna cans were small.
Well, hey, J-Watch, tuna fish eating tuna fish out of a can is one of the 6 things that'll cause dementia because of all the mercury in the cans.
But Joey, guess what? I've had 5 brain injuries and I've been dead for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. This ain't gonna do nothing to me. I'm good.
I didn't know we were allowed to eat on camera. If that's the case, then I got my crinkly chips right here.
What you got?
I think we're verboten.
What you got?
I got the crinkly chips.
Ooh, okay. Snacks time.
Watch me make a sandwich at some point. I'm gonna make a sandwich.
Honestly, what you were describing with that tuna thing, that reminds me, there's this Facebook group that's like it's called something about Sharon's Marie Callender's pie roasting, and it's about this lady a couple of years ago. She like burnt the crap out of a pie in the oven for Thanksgiving and ruined Thanksgiving dinner because she overcooked the pie. Like she didn't follow the instructions, or I don't know, like it was burnt to a crispy crisp. And they made all kinds of memes about yeeting it into the sun and all sorts of things. And now it's just kind of like a gag page for like anything weird food related. And when you were describing your tuna mixture, I'm like, that belongs on the Marie Callender Sharon roasting pie page thing.
Absolutely.
Actually, I eat ketchup on my haddock sometimes.
See, it ain't far-fetched.
But no, it's fried crispy haddock though. I think you can put ketchup on almost anything that's fried and crispy.
It's just fish. And they know. Listen, I'm gonna change my name to J Mercury. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
You know what? I'm gonna come over to your house tomorrow and I'm gonna see if you can make me some of this. And I'm gonna try it out and I'll get back to y'all about that smasher pass deal. But you know what? I want to know though. Are we ready? Is the audience ready? Are we ready to play the game?
Yes.
Is Mercury a planet?
Huh?
They didn't stop it from being a planet yet.
Okay, so now
you know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know, yes. Brenda is my girl, don't you know?
Are we ready to play?
I thought we were. I'm not in charge.
Drum roll, please. Ba-da-da.
I know.
Oh boy, me and this mic gonna fight tonight. But thank y'all. I heard all the chime-ins and all the the intros, so that's good. Again, I love the intro. Shout out to King Dave and welcome to Sauce in the City Late Night Comedy Game Show PG-13 edition. It is time for us to play some games, but if you guys don't mind, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. If you like what we do, please make that apparent. I know there's about, I don't know, I think we're up to about 17 of you guys that tune in right now. We have 8 watching. So if you guys could go ahead and hit the subscribe button, that would be awesome. fantastic. People have told me that my intros are too long, but for immediate gratification, we've got to see some movement in those numbers. If you are down to clown, go ahead and subscribe. And in the meantime, while the rest of our cast assimilates, we're going to go ahead and, of course, take it right to the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, 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 talking about sponsor spotlight, y'all. Do, 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 do. And work. Oh, it's been so long since I've performed a solo. It's crazy. So, shout out to the people, places, and spaces that we bumped into along the way. And if you guys could like and subscribe in the meantime, enjoy the video, and we'll be right back. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
December 6, 2020 was a great night. It was the night that I was able to go and finally get on that stage in Vegas.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
December 6, 2020 was a great night. It was the night that I was able to go and finally get on that stage in Vegas. It's a night that everybody looks forward to. I think back of that, I think that of a famous quote, Las Vegas is a place you go to escape reality, but the reality is that what happens there will follow you for the rest of your life. And that is definitely true in my case, and I hope it is in yours as well. So many games, so much fun, so much time I got to spend with Brenda Brown and the rest of the crew. What we were doing was big, it was exciting, it was a lot of fun. What we didn't know was what Brenda Brown was working on behind the scenes to make a bigger stage for all of us. Brenda Brown had a vision to bring everything from the screen to the stage, and so Sauce and City Live was born. From the pre-show promotions to the pre-stage bonding, so many comedians from all over the country gathered in one place, Las Vegas, all from the vision of one person. Brenda had a vision to take all the games that we played on screen and put them on the stage in Las Vegas. And Sauce in the City is still going strong today. This is the first annual comedy family reunion. Congratulations, Sauce in the City, for making it 4 years in service. Brenda believed it was important to give everybody the platform to shout out the people that truly inspire you. I'd like to take the time to shout out the people that truly inspired me during my stint with Sauce in the City. Jimmy Howe for introducing me to Sauce in the City. Charlie Mack for all the help behind the scenes. Darrell Hearns for the inspiration. Willie C. Smith, the Colorado comic, for his loyal support to the platform, Sauce in the City, and for all the guidance that he gives the newcomers. The very funny and amazingly talented Lisa Wood, and to the person that without none of this is possible, Miss Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. A very special thank you to UBS.
Here we go. You know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know, yes. Brenda is my girl, don't you know?
Again, I say, I love that intro. Shout out to King Dave. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Sauce in the City Late Night Comedy Game Show PG-13 edition, where me and my funny friends are bringing our brand of fun and games to your late night arena the clean way. This is a live show, so being that it is PG-13, we will do our best to keep our language under control, but parents just beware. PG-13, sometimes some of our comedians slip, which means I'm only responsible for the intros. Okay. So, as I said, we do have funny friends in the studio, and it is always a great time and great to see them. First up, we got my friend Joey Lee. What's going on, Joey?
Joey, hurry up! They're waiting for you.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Lily. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry. I was watching a Netflix special, Rambo, and so how's everybody doing?
It is good to see you. Hi, Lily.
She's over there. No, over here.
Hi, Mia.
According to my camera, she's whatever.
She's that way.
She's
Well,
somewhere.
it's good to see you, Joey Lee. Welcome back to the stream. And thanks for bringing along company. It's always good to hear that the spouses of our Sauceton Cityans are, in alignment with the show. So thank you for bringing her along.
You're welcome.
Well, it seems like with that kind of an intro, it sounds like we're ready to introduce our next contestant to the stream. So who's it going to be?
Let's see. Let's have Tony,
Oh,
also known as Malfunction Junction.
Malfunction Junction, what's your function? It is
Hello.
it is always good to see you, my friend, in good spirits always. Um, how are you and welcome back to the stream?
I am alive and still here in spite of everything. So yeah, I'm functioning. Not on the most basic levels yet, but I'm almost there.
I love it. Um, I was at the market today and I just continue to show people the video snippet of your singing, and everybody agrees with me that you probably need to go do some comedy and what is that, comedy and karaoke over there in Nashville. Just saying.
Yeah, that's my dad said that once. He said the long walk back would do me good. I might always try to hear.
Well, hopefully the make a wish on your character card, those people out there who are hearing your story and buying the decks of cards will see fit that you make it to Nashville to do comedy and karaoke, because I think we can get you a contract. Look at all those sounds. I'm starting to get a complex. All right, it's time for us to introduce our next contestant to the stream. Who is it going to be?
Let's bring in Santana.
Okay, every time y'all say her name, I always think of the song, but I can never think of the rhythm. Either one of you know how that song goes?
Which one is it? The Maria Maria song?
No,
Black
it's the
Magic
one
Woman?
with the word Santana in it.
Oh no.
Okay, well, let's ask Santana Chili Bean.
That's the one.
So it is Maria Maria. Maria
Maria. She remind me of a West Side Story. Yeah, that's the one.
Growing up. Yep.
She's living a
Oh my
life
gosh.
like a movie star.
Oh, Maria, Maria. Oh, well, it is good to see you, Santana Chili Beans, and thanks for coming over and hanging out with us. I heard you were super excited about possibly making it to Vegas. Um, uh, huh?
One day, maybe, yes.
Well, hopefully in season 3, we can make a Santana Chili Beans card and you can put your make a wish to get to Vegas. And maybe the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, and who buy the decks of cards will see fit for you to make it to Vegas to sign some autographs. How cool would that be?
I would love that because then I might not be just a closet comedian. I might be like full stand up. I think I got enough tasty bits to go around.
We're going to coax you out of that closet just yet. All right. It seems like it is time for us to introduce our next contestant to the stream. Who's it going to be?
Mr. Hayes.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted already, but let's get Funny Man Green up. If he's out and about, if he's out of his cage.
He's working day and night. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Welcome to the stream, Funny Man Green. Good to see you. Thank you for doing your best to tune in and join us tonight. I'm super excited.
Oh yeah, same here. I'm super excited.
Now, you were in my inbox earlier talking about a game that you wanted to play, and you were like super excited about this game. So, what tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond while you got the mic, a little bit about the game that you were so excited to play.
I believe it was who done it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where you give like a topic or something like that. No, we give our craziest story or whatever, and then the cast has to guess who done it.
Okay, I'm digging it. And then I agreed to that one. Even though I don't really I'm gonna look in my inbox and I hope the whodunit fairies have left me stories, so we'll see.
Oh my
But
goodness, I didn't even.
we
Oh,
don't
okay.
want to spoil it. We do not want to spoil it. All right. So also you wanted to play another game. What other game were you all excited and jazzed to play?
Oh shoot! I mean, there's a lot of games I like to play. I mean, I like the categories. I like the my turn for comedy. I like all the games.
Okay. Well, we'll let you off the hook because you are sweating bullets. It's time for us to introduce our next contestant to the stream. Who's it gonna be?
Oh shoot! Looking at the time, it reminds me of J Watch.
I just giggle when I hear his name. What's going on, Jay Watch? He, him, them.
We are live in Sauce in the City show, late night comedy with a good times flow with Brenda Brown, the host is shining bright. 6 years in the game, she got that right. Talk
Ooh,
to me.
fire. What is going on, my lyrical friend?
Hey man, I just got me a new piece. This says love. And this is Christ, so Christ love. Boom.
Okay, I can see that going. I love it. I can see that going far. You flossing on us, so it's good. It is so good to see you. We're gonna have to update your character card, to include the piece on it. But that's the next deck. After the first ones are sold out, we'll print that on the next deck because that is a dope piece. So with that being said, and I love the lyrical montage. Please, Stephen Ray, aka Insane, if you're within earshot, can you go ahead and clip that and send that in? I'm just saying. And in the meantime, it's time for us to introduce our next contestant to the stream.
Jamie.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Sauce in the City late night comedy game show, of course.
Look at you. You know what? I'm not even going to change the name. I was like, I should change the name, but it took you this long to get this one right. So I guess we're just going to stay right here. It is good to see you, my friend. I'm so happy to hear about your current ventures to Ohio. Shout out to Crackpots for making me miss it, but that's okay. Maybe we can get it together and maybe we could do it again. And this time I get to be there.
It was a great opportunity. Hopefully we all can make it together one day.
Yeah. So what were you doing out there?
I was actually there for a class reunion. We got a high school that does an all-class reunion every year because we never promise tomorrow. So it's always fun to catch up and hear the crazy stories that we experienced in high school and how we've matured or immatured throughout the years.
Oh my goodness. I keep missing mine, but at yours, was there one person that surprised you maybe? And no names, just you know, tell the story. Was there one person you looked at and maybe turned out way different than you thought when you guys were in high school?
Well, there was one person I hadn't seen since high school, and I graduated. I'm going to tell my age in '87, and this would be the first time I saw him, and him along with me and a couple other were state football superstars, and to see him
Ooh.
pull up in a chair, he doesn't have feelings in his bottom legs, but
Oh
it was great to
no.
see him. I had seen him since high school, but it was a moving feeling, and of course, a lot of people gathered around and gave him hugs and gave him some
Oh.
daps, so it was nice to see.
Yes. It is always good to look back upon those friends and see where you guys can take it and go. So I'm glad that you got to see your old friends and meet some new friends.
Yes.
Speaking of, there's your new friend over there, Joey Lee. So it was good to see you guys on the same stage together, and I hope I get to see it again real, real soon. Over at Crackpots, it was a good look. Their logo matches your jersey. So it's like it's a really good photo op. So it's time for us to introduce our next contestant to the stream. Who is it going to be?
I'm going with Vanessa.
Vanessa. Can y'all help him out?
Venus.
Venus.
I'm your Venus.
Venus is back at it. Okay.
So desire. Welcome
Thank
back.
you for having me, my saucies. I love you so much, and I'm so glad that y'all had me back, and I'm so glad that our viewers have come back to join us too, and new viewers. Love you so much. Thank you for being a part of this journey with us.
I know I keep saying that we're not gonna adopt anymore. I tell people, I tell our cast that I'm like, no more newbies. I'm not taking in no more new people. And then I meet you and I fall in love, you and Santana, and I'm just like, okay, fine. Come on in.
Named for love. You've got to love me and Beans.
I love you and Beans and Jake and Bacon and Will. Even though he's not new, he's kind of old, but new. The one we'll see. But I love all of you guys, and it's always great when you guys sprout. That's what I'll call it. You guys sprout. So Jay Watch sprouted into Venus back at it. Bacon sprouted into Santana. So it's always good to have you guys around. And now it is time for us to introduce our next contestant to the stream. Who's it gonna be?
Is Tommy over here with his beautiful little face that I love so much?
That was a surprise, but he must be all in the private chat like, I'm here. Da, 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 da. What's going on, Tommy D?
I am here by sheer determination only. My internet connection is held together by duct tape and tinfoil, and we're hanging out. And I have my conscience is here to help me, so we are ready for a good show tonight.
It is always good to see you. And as I was telling the cast, and now I get a chance to tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, season 3, which we're on now, is a lot more about getting to know the the comedian behind the card, right? So we have a Tommy D character card. It's the first one in existence. We are so happy to have it. But you didn't get a chance to catch up with what you're doing because you came right by sheer determination, will, and the hairs of your perfectly trimmed gray beard. So tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, what are you skidding into home base from?
I am coming at you live from sunny Southwest Florida, the hotbed of stand-up comedy, at least in Port Charlotte, Florida. Yeah, I'm currently performing at nursing homes. They call me the Aluminum Fox. Yeah, no, I'm having a good time. Spreading out. I'm starting to venture a little further past Florida. Might get out to Ohio, see my friend Joey Lee. I think in October we're trying to put something together. But yeah, we're just living the dream day by day, step by step, bringing laughter to all the folks who need to hear it.
Day by day, step by step. Shout out and RIP to Whitney Houston. Very good song. Y'all should look it up. Well, it's good to see you, Tommy D, aka the Aluminum Fox. I saw that and I passed out. I was like, that is quintessential Tommy D. That if no one can make me bust the stitches that were sold together 26 years ago, hanging around Tommy D is going to make me have to go back in the hospital. So, welcome back to the show. It's always good to have you. So, give it up for yourselves for being tonight's cast. And we're just one shy of our 9, but 8 is enough. Wasn't that a show?
It was enough? A show. Yep.
Ooh, I'm dating myself. Shh. All right. Well, Tommy D, since you're the last to get here, I'll give you the first chance to talk. We could start the episode out with some, frozen over comedy, but because I love the way that Malfunction Junction and Stephen Ray edit the videos, I figure we could start with one of our talented, funny friends. So we're going to pick our opening act by a cast vote, and we're going to start out with you, Tommy D. Who do you think and why?
Well, I think Jay-Watch. Every time I see him, I think of Tone Loc, who is my favorite 90s. So I want to hear the Wild Thing spit some comedy tonight.
Oh, man. Okay. Malfunction Junction, who should take us into the episode?
I think Tommy should try out. I hadn't seen him in a minute. I'd like to see him do something.
I have not seen him in a minute. The pirate was quintessential. The magic act is classic. So that is a good choice. All right, funny man Green. Well, I guess we got to come back. Okay. Oh, no, there he is. Who should take us into the episode?
Tommy and his puppet.
Tommy and his puppet. Okay, we'll give him a pass on the why because he's working day and night. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, Jay Watch, who should take us into the episode?
I want to know if Funny Man Green will be allowed to speak from his captives. That's what I want to know.
Can he recite a ransom note while he's at work? That would be talent. I like your thinking. All right, Venus, back at it. Who should take us into the episode?
I don't want to seem like I'm coming off as biased. I mean, I've got so many friends and there's so many awesome faces here, but I keep mentioning that I really like Tommy's and he's got like 2 of them there. So how can I not vote for him?
2 is definitely better than 1. I see Tommy D is winning over the crowd, but we still have more to go. All right, Santana Chili Beans, who should take us into the episode?
Well, we do have a lot of fun faces to play with today, but I don't think I've heard Mr. Tommy neither. So I guess I'm gonna cast my vote for him too, just cause.
Oh my gosh. Just cuz is good a reason as anything. So I like your thinking. He looks fun, doesn't he?
I mean, I could play with a thing or two. I think there's room to grow on.
There's room to grow on. All right, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., who should take us into the episode?
I got to hear more from the man that has tuna fish in a bowl and puts ketchup on it.
There you go.
That was a try it or trash it moment. And we're going to have to figure that out with the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. Maybe on the benefit episode, we'll do a live try it or trash it. And we'll all try or trash his tuna fish with ketchup on it. Are you down to clown Jimmy George Hayes Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I always love it. All right, Joey Lee, you get the last word on this. Who should take us into the episode?
Well, I saw him live, and now I want to see him on Memorex. I'm picking Jimmy, my traveling buddy.
Oh my gosh. That is a great choice because I know if it looks great on our show, I know he must have sizzled out there at Crackpots on stage. So, not this time because Tommy D and his twin over here has won the vote. So, I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock. And it does not have to be jokes, but rest of the cast,
for the love of comedy, funny.
Brenda, I had a strange day today. I got pulled over by the cops, and he says, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And I said, "Well, seeing as I'm doing nothing wrong, and there's a Tommy D comedy sticker in my car, I can only assume you want an autograph." He said, "Oh, you're some kind of comedian, huh?" I said, "Well, look at the sticker." He says, "Sir, you're driving the wrong way." I said, "Well, not according to the state of Florida. My hands are at 10 and 2. My cell phone is hands-free and my seatbelt is buckled." He said, No. You're driving in the wrong direction." I said, "Well, obviously, if we looked up my address, you know where I live, and that's why I'm going that way." He said, "Sir, did you not see the sign at the intersection that said one way with an arrow to the right?" I said, "Yes, I did. I also didn't see the word only." In the absence of the word only, that is simply a suggested direction. You see, if that was the law, I could have looked to the left and I would have seen a sign that said wrong way or do not enter. There's no signs. He said, "Well, they were there before the hurricane. They haven't put them back yet." I said, "Well, obviously I cannot be held accountable for disobeying a traffic sign that doesn't exist. Now can I?" He said, "Sir, have a nice day." And that's how my day started. It's been really weird. I was driving down the interstate coming home tonight, and I was by myself, and I was feeling a little itchy. So I put my hand in my pants, and I started scratching. And you know that sign that normally says, like, silver alert? You know what it said? "Put it down. It can wait." That's weird. You know what's weird too? Those signs, they say silver alert and amber alert, and there's purple alert. I saw one tonight that said rainbow alert. I assume somebody senile wandered out of a pride parade. I don't know. I mean, it's just weird. That kind of day, I was talking to my brother. We were reminiscing. Like, we used to go outside and play all the time on Saturday. And one time we went outside to have a catch, but the dog ran away with our baseball. So we used lawn darts. Not a good idea on a bright day. I threw him a pop fly. He lost it in the sun, and then a few seconds later, he found it in his forehead. Kind of weird. And he was running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I mean, well, figuratively, because he still had his head, and chickens don't scream like that. But anyway, we're the reason they banned lawn darts. Did you know that? It's true. It's true. In fact, you know, I was embracing my inner child the other day, and I realized my inner child is a toddler. And we both, you know, even now, like we both celebrate making it through the night. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that age. I went looking for those moisture absorbent underwear, and it's confusing because there's so many choices. Like they have always, and they have depends. And I didn't know if that was a brand name or an efficiency rating. You know what I mean? Like the ones that said always cost more than it depends.
Oh, the time is up. And it's so sad because you're like a jet plane. So you start off and you're like, and then like once you take off, it is just it's beautiful. And I forget, you know, to do the time, and then the show runs over and it's crazy. Great stuff, Tommy D. As always, you know, I think back to our first episode together, and I can't think of one stinker that you did on the show.
Well, you know what's funny? These guys might not know it, but my first time on the show, I thought sauced in the city meant we had to get sauced during the show, like it was drunken history. You ever watch Drunken History? Yeah.
Yes.
I thought we had to keep drinking for the whole show and try to function till the end, and I was the only one doing that.
Well, you know what, Tommy D, that's good. That explains a lot of those videos, because I would always wonder, like, why does he just keep drinking like the whole episode?
I realized you guys punked me the whole time. It was like the long con. Y'all were in on it, punking me. It's like, yeah, let's pretend we're drinking and watch him.
Oh my God. No, we don't do that online. We do that over actually October 4th over at Back to the 80s Cafe and More. And it's the More part that you guys want to come see. But we're gonna do that over there because that just sounds like a lot of fun. And it sounds, you know, we missed an opportunity. That sounds great.
Our next game should be a drinking game.
You know what? I was thinking that myself, maybe in season 3, no doubt. All right, Tommy D. Well, you know how this goes. And if the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond don't know how it goes, we are about to play our very first game to give you a chance to get some points on the board. And it's called Test Your Funny. And this game, very, very simple. I will give you 5 points if you remain in the AB category of the GPA range, or if you remain on the honor roll by getting all A's from your comedic castmates, then I will give you 10 points. Very simple, right?
Sounds like it.
Okay. And because I didn't get to set your board before you started talking, while I do that, go ahead and tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond where they can find more of Tommy D and his ways to get out of a going the wrong way ticket. Oops, wrong person.
I'm used to it.
Well, you're going to have to come to Florida for the next month. Next week, I'm at McCurdy's Comedy Club. Following week, I'm at Bassani's, and then I have 3 shows down at Snappers Comedy Club in Fort Myers. So come to Florida and I'll tell you jokes in person.
I love it. Okay, you know, people are tuning in, even if some of them don't like to hit the like button. Let me just do this. Sleazy plugin, please, if you guys are tuning in, please go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe button, because 6 months from now, I should not still be at 304 subscribers. Just saying. All right. Go ahead. Snappers is the one that I want to come visit you at. And where is Snappers located?
They have 2 clubs. The one I go to is Snappers in Fort Myers, Florida, College Park. But they also have one in Palm Harbor, Florida, which is up north of Tampa, and I'll be there in February. So spreading out.
Oh,
Come to Fort
spreading
Myers.
out.
You can fly right in. The airport's right there.
You have to go nowhere. All right. Well, we've got your board all set up, and we let you pick your first grader. See what I did there? So, who will it be and why?
Well, he's too shy to let people know it, but he was actually the 8th member of the Village People. He was called Dock Worker, and that's Funny Man Green. He's the Dock Worker character, YMCA.
All right. The Dark Knight over there working day and night. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. I did not laugh at all, and this is not worth my job. What would you grade that performance?
Oh shoot, I'm a little behind at work from laughing. Oh yeah, that's definitely A for me.
Well, there you have it, Tommy D. Even the guy who's tuning in from work gives you an A. So you're starting off good. Who's going to be your next grader?
Well, I want to hear from my girl who is so smooth they named a razor after her. Let's talk to Venus.
I'm your Venus. I'm your fire, your desire. All right, Venus back at it. A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. That was not funny at all. What would you grade that performance?
You know what? I almost messed up my setup over here. I'm trying to set myself up because Tommy is just so cute and funny at the same time. I gotta just go ahead and give him one of those there A's.
Oh, well, very good explanation because I concur. Always been really great for our screen. So, 2 enthusiastic A's. Tommy D, who will your next grader be?
I want to hear from Tone Loke's brother, Jay Watch.
The wild thing. Wild thing. All right, Jay Watch, he, him, them. A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. Not worth my time. How would you grade that performance?
Listen, Tommy's beard is fully white. Mine's is still luxuriously brown and black. And when I grow up, I want to have a beard like that. So I'm gonna give him a 9.5 with an extra 5 for 10. Here we go, right there.
I'm I'm gonna say that that's an A because I don't think A, B, C, D, F. Yeah, there wasn't a 10 in there, but I'm gonna say that a 10 is an A.
Yeah, yeah. It goes out. It goes out.
Okay. Well, tic-tac-toe, 3 funny folks in a row. Congratulations, Tommy D. You did it. So far, you're hanging on to the honor roll. So who will your next grader be?
I got to tell you a fun fact. I always have him play Wild Thing for my walk-up music, the Tone Loc version. And the guy at the club said, "Why do you want that?" I said, "Because I am that old and that fly." Let's hear from a smooth operator, Joey Lee.
Right before I bring him up, another fun fact is we are going to do 80s rap karaoke with Sing It out at Back to the 80s Cafe and More, along with playing our card deck game. So it's really weird that you said that because we are going to be doing those 80s raps. And I think, please tell me Tone Loc was in the no, he was in the 90s, huh?
90s, yeah.
Oh, well, Tone Loc, too bad for you. All right, Joey Lee. A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. That was terrible, and I'm not inviting him to my club. What would you grade that performance?
Well, I appreciated that he always brings new material. So that's excellent. And it was funny. And then also, I was just wondering about your aluminum aluminum can, aluminum thing. When I first saw that, you shared that online. I was thinking, I thought for a while, like, what is that? And then I saw Kenny Rogers, right?
There you go.
Now, here's the problem, or here's what you have to like maybe do. Probably nobody remembers Kenny Rogers except me and you, the Silver Fox. So, and also, you can, maybe spoof his songs like, "You gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them," like you're using your toilet paper. These are just suggestions because I want to help you because you're good. But
Well,
I would say Funky Cold Medina, A.
hey, okay, that was the long way around it. Remember, Joey Lee, we only have 2 hours for the show. I love his enthusiasm, but it kills our time. But 1, 2, 3, 4 funny folks that have left you on the honor roll. So y'all put your hands together because we're too poor for sound effects for Tommy D. Yay! Woo! Okay. All right, Tommy D. Looks like you're doing well. Joey Lee, get your chin up or point your camera down. Do one or the other for me, please. Who will your next grader be?
Let's hear from the girl who's so remarkable that Santana wrote about her. Some of the chili beans. I want some chili beans.
Let's hear for the girl. Give the girl a hand. Yeah. All right, Santana Chili Beans. A, B, C, D, or FL Bomb. I would never pay to go see his show. What would you grade that performance?
Well, so I thought he was going to be pretty fly for a white guy. That's why I picked him in the first place. But I missed it. Apparently, I wasn't paying that much attention. But according to the comments, there was an F-bomb that was dropped. So I have to give him an F.
I don't think Tommy ever curses, so I think that person was hearing something.
I don't know.
Tommy's never cursed a day in his entire career on this episode. Somebody's going to have to clip that out. We'll re-roll the tape because
the internet also says that Elvis is alive, the Earth is flat, and the moon landings were a hoax. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk to Jimmy George. Jimmy George.
Let's see.
He'll back me up. That was an F-bomb free performance.
I think so.
What's up?
Jimmy
Your truth is your
Junior, let me ask the question first. A, B, C, D, F failed because he let the F-bomb fly. What would you grade that performance?
Your truth was your reality. And it's one of those things where I want to give him an A based on, as a black man in the state of Florida, that's a good training video of what not to do when pulled over for an apparent traffic stop.
Oh man.
This is a PSA moment. Sponsored by Jimmy George Hayes Jr. All right, Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Besides the fact that that's not what you do, A, B, C, D, or FL bomb, that was terrible. What would you grade that?
I give him an A. Good training video.
It was a really great training video. Now that you mentioned it, right? So that is also a good moment because people need sparks in comedy, right? So once there's a spark, the other person can catch fire, as we just seen demonstrated by Tommy D and Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Because now in my mind, I want to see a Tommy D, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., and Joey Lee show all in Ohio. I think that would be fire. All right, who's your next grader going to be?
Well, let's talk to the guy that's been hooking up phrases and making them function. Function.
Malfunction junction. What's your function? All right, malfunction junction. ABCDFL bomb. That was so bad. What would you grade that performance?
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna say, I mean, well, you don't set the board or nothing, and I don't ever mute my mic. I know y'all heard my cackle come up. I know you did because you started laughing when it happened, and I didn't hear not an area F bomb. So he gets like whatever extra credit it is plus the A's to put him back up past that blasphemy of an F that is. I need their address, Beans.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy D's not a cursor, but those who are out there tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, YouTube gives you the ability to be able to rip my videos, apparently. So go ahead and rip that part where he dropped the F bomb. I will put out a $25 ransom if one of you guys out there can rip that video and send me where Tommy D says an F bomb. All right. So, I think, did you ask the Dark Knight? Yes, you asked him at first. Is that correct? Yeah. All right. So that means y'all give it up for Tommy D for hanging on to the honor roll and scoring himself a whole 10 points. That's right, y'all. That's how we do it.
Brenda, Brenda, I will, and I'm saying it here for the whole internet to record. I will buy 10 more game decks if you can produce a clip of that video that shows me saying an F bomb.
I think what happened. I think what happened was you said Tone Loc, and he drops F bombs.
Or maybe I said an F bomb and maybe it was like over Tommy D's voice. I don't know, but I know for sure that's one thing that I can bet on, other than my credit score will never allow me to rent a decent house, is that Tommy D does not curse ever.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've never heard Tommy cuss, and I was his roommate.
It's true. Hey, that's Funny Man. Funny Man and I were attacked by cockroaches, and I didn't cuss at all.
He said stuff like Crickle Knackle one. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what was that? The guy from The Simpsons, like, what was his name? Ned Sanders or something? That's Tommy Lee.
Oh my Jesus. And then on top of it, so this is a learning moment. If you weren't paying attention, if someone says something like that, you might want to check the source and who they're talking about, right? It's a good lesson.
I consulted with Mr. Clean, and he said he didn't hear anything.
No, it's a good lesson, because around here, the people who sow seeds of doubt are people who are bad sowers. So, yeah, this is no, it's no hands up, don't shoot kind of moment. It's just a learning moment. It's an absorb it and be like, okay, no, I talked to Tommy D in the back room, or I've been on the show with him before, and that doesn't seem like a thing. But again, I offer $25. And how many game decks, Tommy D?
10. I'm buying 10.
He's buying 10 game decks. Anybody else want to go in on this right now? Right now, I got 10 on the screen. If Tommy D dropped a curse word, a person out there, if he didn't, you need to buy 10 decks. I think that's only fair. What do y'all think?
I mean, it's definitely fair, but I don't think they'll do it.
Okay. Well, I'm leading up to something on this. So that's a great, again, these shows are built right here before the people's eyeballs. So again, if the mistruth is, it's kind of like being on Facebook, and you guys get the chance to report fake news, right? But the person that brings the fake news into the area is usually responsible for it, right? Because I would have never known that had she not have said that, right? So again, if you believe what that person said enough to bring it to the screen, you got to put your back into it, right? You are responsible for that. Not just to throw your hands up because you brought it here. So that's going to be the new rules of season 3. Everybody agree? Put your finger on your nose. It doesn't matter because that's what we're doing anyway. All right. Going on to the new game. And
So
this
he got
was
5 points?
10.
10.
10.
Got it.
All right. Moving on to the new game alert. Do not try this at home yet because we haven't finished working out the kinks and you don't want to lose family members over it. This was the game Funny Man Green and I were talking about. Shout out to Ms. Bacon for her way to go rules and how to play the game because I was at a loss. I really was. But Who Done It Too is a classic super sleuth game. The rules, from what I know, are very, very simple, but we always have Santana Magic Beans here to explain, and let's see if we can understand them better this time. All right, Santana Chili Beans, explain us the rules.
All right. So the rules that I understand them is that you, Miss Brenda, are going to read one of the stories that the other contestants have presented to you. They messaged you them earlier tonight, right before the show, and then as you're reading it, we're all going to be on the screen, so you're going to be able to see our facial expressions, and we're going to have to deduce from that who wrote the story. Okay. So if you guess correctly that you know whose story it was, then whoever gets correctly gets a point. Now, if you wrote the story and like most people got it wrong, you get the number of points of people who guessed wrong. So like if it's my story and 5 people guessed wrong, I get 5 points for tricking that many people.
Oh, now what if they trick everybody?
Then that's how 10 points or however many's on the board.
Okay, I like 10 points. That's double the score. We ain't rich around here. But everybody kind of understand the rules of the game as told by Santana Chili Beans?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with story number 1. And I like the addition, Santana Chili Beans, of you saying to look at people's facial expressions, because that is a dead giveaway.
There's not fair advantage. Jay Watch has glasses on. We can't see him like that.
And
he's
the
in
dark,
disguise.
Yeah, for all we know, he could just be asleep.
The Dark Knight isn't even on the screen, so that's probably going to be hard to read his expression as well, but just keep that in mind. All right, story number 1. Now the topic was the worst customer service experience that you've ever had, and this is based on the place where I work at the market. And just as a setup, my worst customer service experience just happened to be today. This young lady was in my line, and she does DoorDash or whatever it is, and she's trying to get her app together and her payment together. And my line is getting longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. So of course my nerves kind of snap out because I'm the only one there. So I'm looking at her like, can you hurry up? I totally lost all my customer service, magic because I was irritated as all get out. So I'm sure she's telling her friends about me right now as her worst customer service experience at that store. All right. Uh, Here's story number one. Here's my who done it for the night. This person spoke Spanish so well that he was on his high school team that competed against another schools, and he won several awards in college. They gave him the 3 credit hours for language automatically. Now, I don't know what that has to do with the worst customer service experience that anybody's ever had. Um, so you guys at least have that one clue. The person whose story that was, they did not read the instructions at all. They just sent in a story. So, but it was the first story that was sent in. So you know that that person is very speedy on the reaction. I'm going to put some time on the clock. I don't know how much, depending on how great the conversation goes. And then when we come back, we will get some votes and we'll get an answer. Let the conversations begin. Who done it to?
Based on the reactions, based on what you know of your contestants.
Santana is
Gotta be somebody
Spanish.
who don't say
Santana has a
Spanish.
Spanish name in her name, so I mean she should already speak the Spanish.
Okay, but I'm gonna go back to my rule of whoever flamed it blamed it, and like you were just being all kinds of like, I'm gonna make a sandwich. I'm gonna be like nonchalant as all get out. I think it was you.
I told you I was gonna let you see me make a sandwich. I was
I know,
trying to
but
be
like you chose to do it now.
Like Jaywatch.
I thought you was frosting the cake. You making a sandwich?
I'm making 2 sandwiches because I had to one up the ante over here.
Sandwich is a
Well,
diversion from Jaywatch.
Jaywatch could tell us if Venus is Spanish is good because he knows her real well.
She
gotta be somebody who don't pay
It's
attention.
Venus. It's Venus because she be doing that Duolingo.
I do Duolingo.
Oh, she does. Okay. I thought it was Santana because chili beans, Santana.
You know, that's where I was going with it.
What does everybody else think?
I'm thinking Venus. I think it's got shades of Venus.
Why did I say it is Jaywatch?
It could be Jaywatch. We can't see what he's doing.
No, he's pointing off.
Now think about this though. Jaywatch had the story from 2 weeks ago, so they probably wouldn't have the story this time.
I don't know.
I'm going with Venus. Just my 2 cents.
Here you go.
Do we have to all
Listen.
vote for the
Because
same
I look
person?
Spanish.
Okay, I'll go with Venus.
Yep, me too. Well, yeah, that's the other part
I'm
of the rule.
sticking with beans.
I've read his text messages.
So yeah.
Well, I love how you guys have all self-organized and turning off your screens to represent your answer. Big snaps up to you guys. Great job. It looks great. And I didn't have to say one word. But will the real owner of said story turn their camera on at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
see. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
I told you that somebody don't
That's
follow
what y'all get for thinking I look so Spanish.
Definitely the following directions part got thrown off with the whole camera. But Joey Lee, you are the owner of the story. Go ahead and tell us more.
Well, one of the reasons I was so good is I knew Italian because my parents were Italian, and plus my dad immigrated to Venezuela, so he knew Spanish as well. So both of those influences. And when I remember my very first class, the very first day, the very first minute, the teacher said, "I'm going to say a word, and I want you to guess what it is." And she said, "helado." And then everybody's looking at each other, and I'm like thinking, and she said, "Oh, well, let me give you a hint." And she took the chalkboard, the chalk on the board, and as soon as it touched it, I yelled out, "Ice cream!" And she turned around and she said, "Who said that?" I said, "I did." She said, "Well, how come you knew that?" I said, "Well, in Italian, it's gelato, and it's in Spanish, I figure gelato." So
Okay.
it was easy for me to pick up. And I was actually, like I said, in competitions and in college, they just told me I got credits. I didn't have to take any language courses. And
Okay. Well,
so I enjoy speaking Spanish to Spanish
very
people
good
when I meet
story,
them.
Joey Lee, but it's only a 2-hour show, and we're already one
Well,
hour and 10
it's
minutes
one for
into it.
me and two for the rest of you.
No, I think how many points does he get, Santana? Because he fooled all of you.
He
10.
did. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, technically, unless you just want to round up and give him 10. It's up to you.
Yeah. Let's
Well,
round
that's
up.
what we call a full screen turn. And
Yeah.
so, yes, 10 points it is, Joey Lee. You guys give it up because we're too poor for sound effects.
Muchas
For
gracias.
Congratulations on checking
Joey Lee. I learned I try to learn a Spanish phrase every day. And it's turned into once a month, but you guys get the point. So today's phrase is out to all of my Latino or Hispanic, or you guys will have to write in and tell me how to say it to be politically correct. But que tengo buen días.
Que tengo when?
I think you're trying to say have a good day, which is just tenga un buen día.
Yep.
I have.
good
It's
day.
I have.
No, believe
10.
me, it's que tenga buen día. And I have
Oh,
9 million
yeah.
Latino customers that come
Yo
by and tell
tengo
me.
buen días means
Yes.
I'm having a good day.
No, it
Yeah.
means have a good day.
Yo
Yo tengo
tengo
means
is
I
have.
Yeah. Yo tengo means I
Hey,
have.
Tango, like what happened?
We're
Before this,
gonna
If you just say tengo
yeah, you said
only, then yes, that's true.
Now I
Yeah,
want to talk.
yo, it means I am.
I'm gonna bring y'all to the market so that y'all can argue with the Latino people at the market about how to pronounce their language. That's what I'm
See,
doing. All right, so on to the next story. Story number 2. Oh boy. All right. One morning after dropping the kids off, I saw a brand new car wash that was giving away a free wash that day. So I thought, sure, might as well clean up the beast. I thought it would be fun to make a video for all the pretty colored bubbles. And before I started down the track, I realized that my antenna was still attached. And I jumped out to unscrew it. I must not have shut my door all the way and did not realize until after I started my video. It wasn't until it was too late that the foam started pouring into the driver's side. I was completely trapped and helpless and getting my butt soaked from all the suds. There was nothing I could do but wail on my phone in agony and defeat until the ride was over. It started out so great, holding up the flyer for the new place for all my friends to come check out, and then all you could see was white bubbles dripping down, and all you could hear were my shrieks of agony. It only lasted maybe 30 seconds, but seemed like an eternity. I felt like I was on Willy Wonka going through the scrubber. Again, another this person, well, we already know that this person is very long-winded, lots of breath, right? Um, just so you guys know, when I say short story, I totally mean short story because I really can't see. So reading that long text message, I'm gonna need glasses. So I'm gonna put out my crowdfunder app so that I can get some glasses. But anyway, this person also did not follow the instructions of the worst customer service experience that they've had, but still great story nonetheless. I'm going to put some time on the clock depending on how great the conversations go, and see if you guys can figure out who done it too.
Well, it's not me because I already did one. And
Well,
who
Let's
has
say
two
Santana.
kids? Who has two
Santana.
kids?
You know when you're in a crowded elevator and you smell something and there's one guy in the corner grinning and you know he did it? Jimmy George has got that grin on his face, so I think he did it.
Let's see.
That's a pull my finger moment.
Well, the one of the things was two kids. So do we know people who have more than two kids, or one or none in this group?
I've got too many.
Yes.
So Malfunction Junction, you pull out game this week?
I never pulled out.
PG-13. Boo, boo, boo. Attention, attention, attention.
I have two kids. They're grown, but I have two kids.
Driveways exist, you know.
Who are we voting for?
You got two adults.
I'll say Santana.
Yeah, she's pretty quiet. I think it's something a woman would do, not a man.
It's got to be Santana. Because she drives.
She drives.
Oh, she drives. Darn it all.
Funny Man is a flyer. So. And Funny Man.
No.
And Funny
I think,
Man writes
I think I'm
long
going to go with
stories.
Jimmy.
Funny Man Green though is not allowed to leave the cage, so it's not him.
I'm gonna go with
All right.
Jimmy too because
Jimmy George.
The,
Who are you going with?
How about everybody pick somebody? So in that case, they don't win.
I
Jimmy
just
George.
did that.
everybody picks up the different.
Yeah, because if we're wrong, they always get 10 points, right? Okay, I'm gonna vote with was it Hannah?
No, he said
No, Santana.
Yeah, Santana.
Yeah.
I'm pushing the wrong button.
Oh man, that was a mess. And I heard a couple of names, so we'll just go one by one and see what you guys all had to say. Let's start with the Dark Knight. Camera on. Tell me who you think done it to and why.
I think it's I can't see her name. Jay Watch's friend.
Venus. Okay, so you think it? Why do you think it's Venus?
Venus. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I think it's Venus because she got two kids, but they grown.
Okay. So you see, I watch a lot of the ID channels, so you can't just throw out a name with no backup. All right, Tommy D, camera on. Who do you think done it to and why?
I think it was Jimmy George. He had that I done it grin.
He did have that grin and he was doing the gangster lean in the corner. So I can see that happening. All right, Malfunction Junction, camera on. Who do you think done it to?
I think Beans, because like her own logic against why we should think so. Her face was all over the place. Like she just got Tourette's all of a sudden.
So you're saying because she has a tail, huh? She just went into meltdown mode, right? All right.
I've got two kids.
I like it. All right, Jay Watch, camera on. Who do you think done it to and why?
I think it is Santana because she gets into her what she's doing and she kind of loses focus. So I figured that would happen in real life.
Okay, I like it. All right, Venus back at it. Camera on. Tell me who you think done it to.
Oh, I unmuted and didn't turn my camera on. Okay. I'm gonna have to say that I think it's Jimmy because he really did have that grin on his face.
Like the sneaky kid who put his finger in the pumpkin pie. Okay, I like it. Santana Chili Beans, camera on. A lot of the heat is going towards you, but who do you think done it to?
I mean, I was going with Jimmy because of that grin. Because, like, yeah, I don't know. That was a malicious. That was a diabolical.
I definitely think so. All right, Jimmy George Hayes, a lot of the heat is coming towards you, my friend. But who do you think done it to?
The words that were used were non-masculine, so I thought it was a female who wrote it. And Santana had that stoic look, and she didn't talk much, so I would think of Santana.
Ooh, dun 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 dun. He got out the magnifying glass and was like, clue number one, not masculine wording, Santana Chili Beans. All right, well, that's a good reason. And let's see what Joey Lee has to say. Camera on. Who do you think done it to?
Well, I think she dropped off the kids, so probably a woman, and it sounded like some woman would do. And she didn't say a word. She just sat there and said nothing. So it's Santana.
All right, everybody has their thoughts and cameras on for me. All right, everybody, cameras on. So, will the real culprit and owner to the story turn their camera off at the count of three? One, two, three.
Ah, ah, two in a row.
All right, Santana Chili Beans, camera on. Tell us more.
Muted.
Unmute your mic and your voice will follow.
Thank you. Sorry about that. But no, it was atrocious, really, because like I was all excited. I was like, because it was my mom's idea. She's like, you should take a video the next time you go through the car wash. It'll be so fun. Yeah, okay. And so, like, I think it was my antenna that I had to run back out to the car, and the door. It was a Mercury Mountaineer. That was my beast. His name was Freddie because he was a Mercury. So he was a classic, and I don't know what happened, and like it just started. It was too late. Like I'm in the thing, everything's going, and it's just like, what the? And I'm like holding the camera like this, going, I'm gonna drown. It was horrible.
Well, those of you who picked Santana Chili Beans, cameras off at the count of three. One, two, and three. All right. Is that right? Point takers?
So. Yeah, so they each get a point, and I get 3 points. Because it was my story.
You get 3 points.
Yeah, because I tricked Tommy and Venus and Green Man.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Cameras on. Everybody. All right. Point score, Joy Lee. Did you get that? She gets 3. And each one of you guys get 1, right? The people who guessed you get 1 point, right?
Yeah, I think
that's so. The people who guessed her was me.
Malfunction Junction.
Jaywatch and Jimmy guessed right. And then tricking
Tony.
Jaywatch, Jimmy, Malfunction, and Joey. They all guessed beans.
Okay, 4. Okay, right. Got it.
So now it is time for our last and final story. And here we go. I was in Vegas and a tranny didn't give me a room and the hotel still took my money. I was broke and homeless in Vegas. Now that's a bad customer service story. So that's the identical kind of story that I need when I say short story. That was great. So the person who turned this in actually followed directions, which was like really kind of cool. So I bid you guys good luck because they didn't give you a whole lot of details, and that's usually how you what makes it more fun. I'm going to put some time on the clock depending on how the conversation goes.
Could it be
And
you?
let the conversation begin.
Well, I know it ain't me.
Well,
Following directions, that's
the only
definitely.
people who've been to Vegas that I know are me and Tommy and Brenda and
Funny
the
Man.
Dark Knight.
And Funny Man.
Yeah, the Dark Knight, also known as the Dark Knight. And then Brenda. It sounds like Brenda. or it was Funny Man Green when the year before something
No.
happened.
Autistic.
He was sleeping outside or something.
Yeah, now see, Jimmy George is trying to not look guilty.
Who the hell sleeps outside? No, remember Brenda said said she was camping. Remember she said she was homeless for 5 hours or something.
I thought you were
24 hours.
too, though.
Yes, if she didn't answer why I said is, can we include her?
I don't think we can.
She redirected as a host. She redirected the shift. Smooth with it. She's smooth with it.
If it's not her,
me
I think
so
it's Funny
well.
Man Green because of the year before last.
There's only one vagabond on the cast, and I'm that guy. So, I've never been to Vegas. That rules me out completely.
I've been to Vegas last year, but
I'm going to say it's Malfunction Junction just because he keeps saying it's not him.
I love
Funny Man.
I'm going with Funny Man Green. I'm going with Funny Man Green.
Funny Man Green.
I don't think it's
Funny Man
malfunction.
Green.
Tech speech impediments. I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, I would too.
I think it's Tommy.
Unless Brenda says we're allowed to pick her.
He said, I think it's Connie. Shout out to my wife, Connie.
I said Tommy.
Say hi,
Connie.
Excuse me, the audience. That did definitely choke me. So, all right. Well, it seems like you guys all kind of piled in on Funny Man Green. So, Joey Lee, camera on. Tell me why you think it's Funny Man Green. Why did you follow the tide?
So are we not allowed to pick you?
We'll be right back.
You asked that question, and if I was not a candidate, then I would have said so. You can pick anybody based on the story that's on the screen. So you guys pick Funny Man Green. So camera on, so I'm not talking to a black bubble. All right.
If I can't pick you, I'm picking Funny Man Green because of the incident he had 2 years ago.
Well, you have to pick one and settle on it.
Funny Man Green, I guess.
Okay. I mean, you do have a good memory about that story because you are correct. Some back in 2021, that did happen, but also some other people might have been to Vegas and just haven't had a chance to tell us yet. So you guys, forgot about that. But Jimmy George Hayes Jr., camera on. You went with the Roll Tide and you just piled it on Funny Man Green. Why do you think it's him?
I went with Funny Man Green because you said the individual followed directions and it was a short story, and he came out of witness protection for a short period and was able to submit that short story.
I love it. You know what? If I open my own CIA, I'm definitely having you on it. And it'll be like Comedy Investigators Anonymous. There we go. All right, Santana Chili Beans, camera on. You had a little bit of a dissension at first, and then they kind of rolled you over to Funny Man Green. What made you switch your answer?
I mean, I was going to vote for Malfunction Junction because of the way that he responded when you read the story.
Right.
And then I already forgot his name, the guy right above me. I thought him too because of his reaction. But then when Malfunction Junction said that he'd never been to Vegas, I don't really know him to be a liar. So that's why I went with Green, because I thought that was a story that I had heard before about that happening to him. So.
I like it. Reasonable deduction. And you had two to choose from, but ever take into consideration that Malfunction Junction could be totally smoking you out for this game? Just think about that. Venus back at it, camera on. Now I did hear you throw out a name or two until they rolled you over back over to Funny Man Green. But why you didn't? Oh, you didn't change your mind. So who do you think
I said
was?
Malfunction Junction. He was too into the denial. I'm not buying it.
Okay, because he, we don't know him that well.
And he said it 3 times that it wasn't him. I remember one time I was playing a murder mystery dinner thing, and the woman who said it couldn't possibly be me because it's too obvious. That's who the culprit was.
Okay, I love it. This who done it 2 game, get your mind spinning. All right, Jay, watch camera on. Who do you think done it 2? Okay, he's asleep. Oh,
he better not be asleep.
Oh wait. Oh, well, hold on. He just took a long time. Okay.
No, he didn't draw a portrait.
So you think it's Funny Man Green. And yeah, I heard you jump right on it with your man of few words, but with your picture, it's undeniable. So why do you think it's Funny Man Green?
It's a cry for help.
I'm done with you. Malfunction Junction, camera on. The heat is on you, my man. And I don't even really know the inner workings of Malfunction Junction, so you may have hitchhiked over here, but who do you think done it to?
Well, now I know who's who and running upstairs during a horror movie. I got you guys paid for that one. Let's see. I had David Green picked because I do recall him showing up. It was the closet episodes. He had to get away from the psychopathic, what do you call it, single white female lady, that woman. And he was homeless for all like however long because they didn't have a room for him. He still did the show and all the things. Now, like Vegas is a Cinderella dream for me that will probably never come true. But I'm glad y'all think that I have a shot. That makes me feel special.
You know what? If I have to sell another 100 decks of cards to get you to Vegas, that's what we're doing. And I think everybody on the cast would agree that I could spend the money on purchasing you a ticket to Vegas. So hold on to that thought. Tommy D, screen on. Now you're always the leader of the pack. Usually people can be going all the same way and you say one thing and everybody will turn around and go the other way. So I heard you jump on the Funny Man Green train pretty quick, and you only said it one time and then the tide seemed to turn. So why do you think it's Funny Man Green?
Well, some of y'all know Funny Man and I shared a room in Vegas along with a bunch of cockroaches. And one night, after he went to sleep, I was having a beer with one of the roaches, and they said, it's crazy. He was out here last year and didn't have a room. He was homeless. And I said, well, dreams come true. He's got a room now. So yeah, I know it was him. The cockroach told me so.
Funny Man Green, The Dark Knight. The heat is on, my man. What do you have to say for yourself? Who do you think done it to?
Well, for it to be so precise and everything, I was thinking Tommy Lee, because he's ain't he like an English teacher or something like that?
I don't know who Tommy Lee is except for the actor, but
Tommy D. Tommy D.
Motley Crue drummer.
Okay. All right. So you think it's Tommy D because he was right on the nose with it. He had all the details down and the roach told him so, huh? All right. Well, all good answers. Everybody. Yep. All right. So will the real owner to said story turn their camera off at the count of 3? 1, 2. Okay, that's good. 3.
Ah, 3 in a row.
All right. Tell us more.
Okay. See, I knew because the last episode I told the same story, but I wanted to, you know what I mean? I didn't know about the instructions and everything like that. And I hurried up and I went on my other phone to, to write a story. And then I was like, duh, I already told this story. So I know I'm going to lose points. But I paid half of my phone. So, you know what I mean? They only gave me half the service. So it cut off. So I was unable to write another story. So I was just like, oh, damn. I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping somebody picks somebody.
PG-13.
That's all right. We still love you.
Yes, we all still love you because we know it was a harrowing moment that year in Vegas where you were almost homeless. But shout out to Jamil Peterson out there making waves on YouTube, who came to your rescue and also to the show's rescue because he was super funny. And we appreciate him hauling his cookies all the way to Vegas to grace our stage. So, Joey Lee, did you get that? Everybody who voted for The Dark Knight screens off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't remember that many people saying Funny Man Green.
It was everybody but Venus.
Everybody but Venus. Okay. So that means, hold on. Funny Man Green, you get 1 point because you faked out Venus. And everybody else gets 1 point. Okay, Joy Lee, got that?
Except Venus, right?
Except Venus.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, cameras on. All right, y'all give yourselves a hand. I think we are getting very, very close to figuring out the comedy card game of Who Done It To, a classic super sleuth game. So chances are it might be coming out in the Comedians Who Cook deck, which is coming soon. So you guys stay tuned in. Make sure you look out for the games and the decks. They're on sale now. They are available to you. And pretty soon, there will only be one authorized dealer who will be dealing them. So right now, while you guys can get them direct from me, go ahead and get it together, inbox or comment on the video. But most importantly, please hit the like button and subscribe button. I know we're doing good things around here. I just know it. All right. On to an actual game that is in our comedy card deck, and this is called Categories. Now, Categories is very simple. We are going to go round robin. I'm going to give a topic, and the comedians must come up with answers under the topic. If they stutter, stop, or can't come up with an answer, or worse yet, steal somebody else's answer, they will be cast out of the game. The last man standing will win 10 points. Everybody understand the rules of the game? Put your finger on your nose to let me know I heard you. All right, the Dark Knight is having some technical issues, but oh, there he is. Oh no, he fell out. All right, but on to the first question. Question: we're asking 100 comedians, name something you hope someone hands you the minute you get into heaven. Hashtag weigh in, y'all. All right, Joey Lee, you're first up.
Jimmy's jokes.
Jimmy.
Some wings.
Santana.
A robe.
Venus.
A heart.
Jay Watch.
Keys.
A what?
Keys.
Keys. Malfunction Junction.
Who shot Kennedy?
Tommy D.
Halo polish.
Halo polish. Joey Lee.
Tommy D's merch.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
Some toilet paper.
Santana.
Sandals.
Venus.
Real Texas barbecue sauce.
Jay Watch.
Concubine.
A concubine. Malfunction Junction.
Whereabouts of Jimmy Hoffa?
Tommy D.
Dr. Pepper.
They'll be cutting a check for that soon. Last round. Joey
No
Lee.
hecklers.
No hecklers. Jimmy George Hayes.
A breath mint.
Santana.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on the PG-13 version, but the Epstein list.
Ooh, Venus.
A perfectly made sandwich.
Jay White.
Impeachment.
Malfunction Junction.
The truth about Hitler.
Tommy D.
Magic cigarettes.
Hey. All right, you guys. Everybody stayed in rhyme and rhythm. So the only way to cut down on the cast is you guys now have to decide amongst yourselves. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes on the clock to decide whose items you do not want when you walk into heaven. All right. We're going to pick one person only. So let the conversations begin.
This is tough. That means we have to remember what everybody said.
I don't remember what everybody
I
else
kind of don't want a concubine.
Yeah, me neither. I'm sorry.
I need one, but it won't happen.
Well, I'm going to propose something. Tony, most of his were like not related to comedy. They were just like who killed Kennedy, or the non-comedy related topics. Just wanting to know certain information.
I'm going to be in heaven. What do I want with comedy? There's all kinds of things up there that I don't know nothing about.
I was thinking we were supposed to talk like comedy
That's
related
why you
topics.
don't think most of the time.
Yeah, that's all I want to say.
Pays you to do that, sir.
But I don't want no cigarettes. I don't want no cigarettes. So
I don't want nothing to do with Hitler or Kennedy.
I mean, depending on what'll come out of it. I don't want the cigarettes, but what else is in that pack?
the surgeon says so.
I've seen some things come out that pack.
I'll take the magic cigarette if I have to choose them. I could use some cancer for that. That's how I got there in the first one.
Oh, well,
We have to polish our own healer.
Come to a decision, so we'll ask you individually. All right, Joey Lee, whose items do you not want when you walk into heaven?
Malfunction junctions.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
Malfunction junction.
Santana Chili Beans.
I'm gonna go with Tommy.
Venus.
You know what? I was never really a historical buff. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to say Malfunction Junction. I don't want history in heaven.
You got to be right at least.
You don't want to hear about who killed Jimmy Hoffa. Okay. Jay Watch.
Tommy D.
Malfunction Junction.
I mean, there's three I could choose from, but we're only allowed to have one. I'm going to have to go with Joey because he started it.
Tommy D.
Well, I'd love to hang out with Malfunction Junction, but I don't want to know any of the stuff on his list.
All right. Well, you guys all voted and Malfunction Junction is out. But fear not, we have a lot of peroxide and band-aids in the green room. It's a natural process to get to number one, and we only have a few moments left. All right, so here's our next topic. Oh, this is a good one. Hashtag question: name an animal that old MacDonald had on his farm. Hashtag weigh in, y'all. And not only do you have to name the animal, but you have to give the sound. At the end of 3 rounds, we'll decide who gave the worst impression. So do your best. All right, we started with Joey Lee the last round. We'll start with Tommy D this round. All right, Tommy.
He had a duck with a quack quack here and a quack quack there.
Jay Watch.
Got the cow.
Okay, Venus.
I'm gonna have to go. He had a pig and
Santana.
He had a rabbit, but rabbits don't make any noise. They just wiggle their nose all cute. With a wiggle, wiggle here.
I don't think rabbits.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, Jimmy.
You got a cat. Meow.
Joey.
And a woof woof there, dog.
And Tommy D.
And it had a goldfish.
Ow.
Well, now wait a minute. If you can do the goldfish, we got to put Santana back in for her rabbit, because neither a goldfish or a rabbit.
I was making a blurping sound. If you're listening carefully, I was going blurp.
Oh, okay. But she made the wiggle sound. She said with a wiggle wiggle here and a wiggle wiggle there. So I don't know. Does that? This is a cast vote. So is she back in? I mean, she did give the wiggle sound.
I think she's in.
All right. Jimmy George Hayes. Junior.
A rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Joey Lee.
With a sheep. Ba, ba, there.
Tommy D, last round.
And an elephant.
Jay Watch.
She had some chicks. Cluck, cluck.
a turkey.
Santana.
And he had a goat. One. Ah! A screaming goat.
Jimmy.
A horse.
Joey Lee.
What's that?
I'm going to do a better horse. Nay, nay.
No, you can't.
Oh, no.
Answer. All right, guys. Give yourselves a hand for your 5 points, because those are all the categories that we have. And Joey Lee, give them all 5 points. And you guys tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, you guys can play your own game of categories by purchasing the Comedy Card Game Deck, which this game is included. It's $5 plus $5 with shipping and handling. And trust me, a lot of y'all don't live close enough for $5. So you guys are getting a bargain. But anyway, it's included in our game deck, and it's guaranteed to give you at least 30 minutes of all good fun. All right, we are going to move on to, of course, our last game of the night, which is You Say Trivia. That is an interactive comedy trivia game where the cast have made up trivia questions. This is also another game that you get in your deck, where you get to make up the trivia questions. As long as it's Googleable, it's winnable. Okay, so I think I left Tommy in charge last time. So this time we are going to leave we're going to leave Joey Lee in charge this time. All right, Joey Lee, you know the rules and how to play You Say Trivia. That is correct, yes?
Yes. You say USA Trivia, the interactive comedy trivia game, is we will pick, maybe I'll just pick someone to give their trivia question, and with 3 answers, A, B, and C. And then the rest of the cast deliberates and comes up with an answer. Now, if the person fools the cast, she gets to do 3 minutes of whatever she wants.
Be points this time.
Pardon me? Points?
Yeah, we ain't got much longer on the show, do we? It's only so long.
Okay, so we'll just do the trivia question. They'll just get 5 points, and if the cast gets it right, they all get 5 points. Okay? All right. Let's have Jay watch. Do you have a trivia question?
Yes.
Go ahead and say it twice.
Which planet is hotter than Mercury? Earth, Pluto, Saturn.
What planet is hotter than Mercury? Earth, Pluto, or Saturn?
Correct.
Okay, cast. On the count of 3, start deliberating. You've got about 60 seconds.
I thought it was Venus.
1, 2, 3.
I would say Venus because it's got a circle around it.
That wasn't one of the options.
Hotter than
All
Wouldn't
of
it
them
be
are
Earth?
hotter than Mercury.
Earth is hotter than Mercury. Saturn, the other ones are way out there and freezing, aren't they?
Yeah. So I
Pluto's
guess,
not.
I think Earth is the closest.
yeah.
I would have to go with Earth.
Yep. I guess.
Okay. I'll go with the majority.
Okay, lock it in.
Oh, that messed up.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Pluto, just for something.
Okay, we got one answer for the group. Okay, Tommy D, can you explain what you picked and why?
Well, wait. Well, I thought Earth, and it looks like the castmates agreed because the rest of them are way out there and freezing, and we are closer, so we would be hotter.
Okay. Well, Jay Wash, what is the correct answer?
Yeah, I messed up. The answer is Venus.
Well, but how you gonna see?
What would you
The answer was Venus, but it wasn't one of the options in the question.
I thought I said it.
No, you said Earth, Pluto, and
Right.
Yeah,
That's why I said
Saturn.
all of them.
And of Earth, Pluto, and Saturn, Earth would be
Yeah.
the warmest.
Yeah. So
Man in the room, give him 20 points.
Okay,
Looks
well,
like somebody else is putting the sauce in the city tonight. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay. Jay Wash gets 0 points, and the rest of the cast gets 5.
woohoo!
Okay, next person. Let's see. How about Jimmy? Do you got us a trivia game? A trivia
Yeah, I got a
question?
trivia question for you. What is the best ice cream flavor voted on in 2025? Is it peanut butter, mint chocolate chip, or vanilla bean?
Vanilla bean.
Vanilla bean always gets it.
Yeah.
Okay, count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. You got 60
Vanilla
seconds.
Vanilla.
Bean.
The bean.
Probably vanilla bean.
It's got beans in it. It's good.
Okay. All right. So let's hear from Santana. What was your answer and why?
It's beans. Everything with beans everything's better with beans. Vanilla beans.
Okay. Well, what is the correct answer, Jimmy?
The correct answer is vanilla bean.
So the cast gets it that time. Okay. We have time for one more, Brenda?
I got one.
Okay, sounds like we got time. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. What is Texas's official state dish? Is it chili with beans, chili without beans, or chili mac? Like
real chili does not have beans, so I'd have to say it's chili without beans. Any other thoughts?
Tommy, what?
Chili Mac, I'd say. That's what I'm going with,
I said
regardless of
Chili
what
Mac.
y'all.
Chili Mac. Chili Mac. Yeah.
I think that was a rapper from the 90s, wasn't
Sounds like it could have been.
it? Chili Mac.
Okay, do you guys have you guys ready to lock in?
So what are we saying?
I'm copying Tommy. He looks really smart with this.
Yeah, I'm saying chili with no beans.
Okay, I'll go with you. I thought it was Chili Mac, but I'll go with chili with no beans.
I'm dying on this hill. Chili Mac, I said, y'all can do what you want to. It's fine with me.
Chili Mac.
Okay, you guys gotta lock in.
I did. I said Chili Mac. They can go against whatever. It's
Okay,
Yeah.
Santana. Oh, wait a second. Let's ask. Let's see. Malfunction junction. What's the answer and why?
It just seems like it would be Chili Mac. She's giggling too much, and I think everything in Texas almost has noodles or rice somehow.
So you're going to you're saying your group said that was the best?
No, I said what I said. They're going to do what they want to do. You asked me, ask somebody else out.
Okay. You're okay. All right.
I'm with-
Tommy, what does the group majority think?
Most of us went with chili without beans.
Okay.
No love
All
for
right.
beans. Okay.
I'm going to malfunction.
Okay, so
We got a
there's
mutiny.
2 and 3. Okay, well, the majority looks like is beans. No beans.
Chili,
Okay.
no beans.
Who asked that question? Santana? Go ahead.
Yeah, it is chili with no beans. Texas does not love beans, apparently, but that's okay.
Shows you how much I want off this planet. I die on this hill.
Okay, so
Yeah, we got to go.
Beans didn't get anything, and everybody else got something. Okay, let me get this written down.
No.
They don't like to have gas in
everybody.
Texas.
Huh?
Is that how it works?
They
Everybody
don't
gets
like
it?
gas. That's why
People
they don't
guess
like
wrong?
beans.
Because they got it right.
See, it didn't make any sense to me personally, because it's like they're called chili beans. Like you put chili, you put the but yeah, Texas is weird.
Okay, it's
Their barbecue sauce
we
is
want
good.
to keep going, Brenda. It's about 2 hours in. Sounds like we do. Let's
That was a
pick.
sneeze. God bless you.
How about Venus? Venus, you got us a question.
I do have a question. I just want to know, I want to know how far between New York City and Los Angeles, right? I just want to know, is it 3,500 miles? Is it a hop, skip, and a jump? Or is it actually, I don't know, something like 2,776 miles?
Okay, what's the 3 choices again?
Okay.
LA to New
30
York.
LA to New York, probably on foot, even the hard way. 3,500, 3,500 miles, a hop, skip, and a jump, or 2,746 miles.
2,746. Okay, so her question is, what's the distance between New York and Los Angeles? Is it 3,500? Or B, hop, skip, and a jump? And 3, 2,746.
Seems rather specific.
1,
Number
2, 3,
3.
go.
Too specific. Yeah, too specific. Number 3.
3 lock it in.
Yeah, I go with that.
Too specific.
All
Okay,
I know is
sounds
the
like you
distance
guys are locking
from.
in.
So a little bit of trivia while we're on it. The distance from Texarkana to New York City is the same as the distance from Texarkana to El Paso. Learned that in Texas history. But I'm gonna go with.
But there's no beans, right?
Yeah, I kind of want to go with A. So that's what I'm doing. yeah, there's no beans between here and there. So, but I'm sticking with A because I feel like it just, I don't know, because I think that number changed toward the end there. I think you were making that number up. So I'm gonna go with A.
Okay. All right. Give us the correct answer.
It was the last answer.
2,746 miles. Okay. So most of you got it. And since you're part of the group, Santana, you'll still get the points.
Yay.
And I will get none.
Okay.
Venus doesn't get anything this time. 5.
Working on the railroad.
I know, right?
Okay. Anyone else have one? Let's see. How about
New York City.
malfunctioning junction? Yours are always interesting.
All right. So, what artificial sweetener is made from coal?
From coke?
What?
Aspartame? Coal. From coal sludge. What artificial sweetener is made from coal sludge? Is it
Coal?
aspartame? Do I need to say it one more time?
Spell it out for us because we
Yes, please
stupid.
spell it.
Artificial sweetener, anti-diabetes. Where did it come from? Or what is it? It comes from coal sludge. What is it? Is it aspartame?
That's the word we're asking you to spell is coal sludge or whatever you just said there. Coleslaw.
What? The coal sludge? Sludge. Like
No, no.
slime. Coal slime.
So it's
Coal.
COALSLUGE.
Jesus Christ. I'm
Is that correct?
You know what a lump of coal is? Do you mind?
Now, what's the choices?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get to, but we're too hung up on the sludge.
Sledge. SLEDGE. Coal sledge.
Yeah. Oil, whatever
Yeah,
you
it's
want
not
to call it. The
coleslaw, man.
leftover remnants of the coal.
It's coal sludge.
Okay, SLUDGE.
Now, hey. Now, what are your 3 choices again?
Is it aspartame, saccharin, or sweet and low?
Okay, Cash, you got a minute to deliberate.
I think it's
Aspartame.
Yeah.
What was the second one?
Saccharin.
Yeah, sweet and low.
Saccharin or sweet and low?
Them little those little pink packets have been around for a long dang on time. Ever since Santa was leaving coal in my stockings. I'm wondering.
Yep.
Is that where Grandma got her stuff?
I'm gonna go sweet and low.
The first answer sounds like it belongs in the conversation. Aspartame to what?
Right. That too.
Yeah.
It does sound quite suspect. It sounds like it could be made out of stuff, but then again, so does that other.
Sounds like aspartame. To me, but yeah,
that's
I'm
what
not
I think.
100%. But I'm
Yeah,
leaning that way.
Okay, hurry, Cass.
All right.
Yeah.
Aspartame.
Okay, lock in. All right. Well, it looked like Tommy turned the tide, as they say in Florida. What did you choose as a group?
We went with aspartame just because, as Jimmy George said, it seemed like aspartame to the answer.
Okay. Well, Tony, what's the true answer?
It's saccharin.
See,
Saccharin?
okay, because
that
isn't
was
aspartame the main ingredient in Sweet and Low? So,
Gotcha.
See, that's what I thought, but I should have said that.
I know y'all glad I gave you that gimme earlier, huh? Playing around.
Okay, so Tony gets 5 points and the rest of you don't get anything. Let's see. Who hasn't done it yet?
Those painful 5 points in my life.
Look on your
hasn't
face
done it
like,
yet?
the words, do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Who hasn't done it yet? Looks
You?
like everybody's gotten a chance.
Yeah, I believe you're the only one left, Captain Autism.
Oh, am I the only one left? Okay, here's my question. What is the original name of this baseball stadium? A,
Stadium.
Which baseball stadium?
a baseball stadium. There's three names to it because it's been rebuilt. Okay, so you don't need to know which team. You have to figure that out. So one is A is Crosley Field, 2 is Riverfront, and 3 is Great American Ballpark. What is the original name?
I think Great American Ballpark just sounds general enough to fit the description.
It sounds catchy.
That's all of them.
It sounds very white. So yeah, let's do that.
Original to me.
Sounds American.
Riverfront sounds like it belongs in Pennsylvania. It sounds familiar, but I'll go with the majority.
Okay, well, Jimmy, what did you choose?
Well, the majority said the Great American Ballpark. So I guess I'll go with the majority, even though I think Riverfront was the name of a stadium previously. So what's the answer?
Okay, well, the original name, again, of the Cincinnati Reds, who used to be called the Cincinnati Redlegs, was Crosley Field, and then they built Riverfront, and then they built the Great American Ballpark. That's the current one. So I got you.
Yep.
So I get 5 points.
Yay!
Nice.
We speak autism.
Yeah, that was.
Got us, not me. I said Riverfront, but I went with the majority.
It's all white. It's all white.
Okay. Well, that's the end of You Say USA Trivia. Thank you, Cass. Now, on to Brenda.
Yeah, on to Brenda. You guys did a really cool job. Like, I was all late pushing the buttons because I was entertained. I was like, wow, this could really be on TV. Like, we could do this. Like, this is old. You guys are so good at this. So thank you guys for showing the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, and those who will be buying our card decks, how to play all the cast at once.
You say
USA Trivia.
Trivia.
An interactive comedy trivia game.
That was not all at once.
Okay.
We gotta work on our harmony.
Okay. Wait. Let's turn the comments off, because in case we get this right, we will want Insane to be able to chop this part of the video. Okay, we're gonna try one more time. Okay. For the gram, as the young people say. Right? 1, 2, 3.
USA Trivia
game.
Interactive comedy trivia game.
Woo! Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're
Can we
not
just all
going
say
on
one at a time and then have them layer it.
We're not going on American Idol, just yet. Because but yes, we can do 3 because we always do things in 3, because the first time the idea is fresh and new. The second time you have to pick yourself up by the bootstraps, and then the third time you got to give it to them. Okay, so everybody keep that in mind. Take 3. 1, 2, 3.
USA Trivia and interactive comedy trivia game.
Yay! Woo! Okay, you know what? With 5-second delays in between all the cameras, you guys did great. Give it up for yourselves for playing the game. So, people out there to purchase these comedy card game decks, these are your people. People who like to have fun, who like to play games, and who yawn like Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Like, you got to get some of those in there too, right? So, these are the people that are going to make your game amazing. And one deck is 2.5 hours of fun, no matter how you cut it. Would you not agree? Let's go one by one for the cast. Joey Lee, have we, until recently, have we ever kind of had under 2.5 hours of fun with this?
Not really. It takes about 2 hours.
No matter how you slice it, right?
Yeah, we've gone down to an hour and 45 minutes before, I think, but only a couple times.
And I think everybody was disappointed. They were like, what? We got cheated. You owe us 15 more minutes.
That's a good problem to have.
It is. Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Now, I know we've gotten better, but have you ever had, let's say, under 2 hours of fun goofing off with us?
I think it's been right around 2 hours, which is enough time for us to have fun. And I was not yawning. I was practicing the old McDonald lion. I was roaring for next time.
I love it. That is the mark of a great one right there. Santana Chili Beans, have you ever spent under 2.5 hours goofing off with us?
I think the last show we cut it a little short because you were tired. But other than that, no.
Great job, Santana. Throw me under the bus, will you?
I mean, it's Matt's fault I got thrown under the bus earlier. So, what comes around, spins around.
And goes around. I get it. Venus, back at it. You're new around here. Have you ever had less than 2.5 hours of fun goofing off with us?
I personally haven't observed. I mean, I saw those times where it went over, so it all balances out where it was over or around 2 hours worth of maximum fun.
Just all depending on how much fun we were having, right?
And how long certain people could tell stories, but I'm not going to point to anybody out in particular because we've already done some pointing tonight.
I've got to talk to you in the green room, definitely. Jay Watch, he, him, them. Have you ever had under 2.5 hours of fun goofing off with us?
No, and the only time I probably missed it because I was asleep. But other than that,
you know what, Jay Watch? It's even fun watching you sleep. It really is.
Yeah, it's only time it's not creepy. You said out loud.
What?
But that's the only time that won't ever sound creepy.
Exactly. Any other time, you better bring out a warrant or what is that? What do you put on people?
Well, I mean,
you want to stay away from you?
Yeah, if it's me watching, it's a problem, I guess.
Anyway, have you ever had any less than 2.5 hours of fun goofing off with us?
Just a couple of times, like Beans mentioned. I'm glad she said it, so I didn't have to. And also, when I met Damien for the first time, we cut that one short for obvious reasons.
Well, here's the cool part. You have to include the green room before and the green room after. All of that time counts.
We did.
So I'll ask the question again. We did? Well, you know what? We may have. Tommy D, have you ever had under 2.5 hours of fun goofing off with us?
I once had 2.5 hours of fun in 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's how good we are.
Good take.
Tommy, if somebody doesn't, oh my God, if I win the lottery, we are going straight to Netflix. I'm going to be like, F that, F that, F that. I'm going to rent out the biggest, best ballroom. I'm going to pay people $100 each to come. The tickets are free. And here's an extra $100 just to sit and have fun and support the venue because this guy is outstanding. I can't wait to see what happens next. These next 4 years are going to be rough. So I really am glad that I know you. I really am. All right. Well, I have had right now, as of now, 2 hours and 15 minutes of fun with you guys. So give it up for yourself because we're too poor for sound effects. You know, this is really crazy. When people are out in the world and they're like, you don't have sound effects and you don't have a, I don't know, a opening credit that scrolls and does dizzy signs. I'm like, yeah, but I have a Tommy D, a Joey Lee, a Santana Chili Beans, a Jay Watch, he, him, them, a Jimmy George Hayes Jr., a Malfunction Junction, a Venus Back at It, and when he can get away from work, the Dark Knight, aka Funny Man Green, right? So
Right.
I say, as Jimmy George Hayes Jr. told me in the green room before we started, you can call it moonbeams on top of the roof. We are going to make it happen. And I would like to publicly say, I think he was right. Give it up for him and his advice. I told y'all we too poor for sound effects, dang on it. All right. So we have come to the end of the show. And you know, it's always very important to me to do the shout outs. And we're going to return to original form because it goes quicker. And I always get the analytics that I need. You're going to shout out to anybody that you can think of in 30 seconds that's had anything to do with you in your comedy journey. Plus, you're going to give your point score, and then you're going to pick your game master, which is the person that made the episode for you. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we need sound effects because I can't see y'all.
Yay!
Okay. So, the game master of the night, meaning the person who gets the most vote, will be awarded 10 bonus points. That's right, you guys. 10 bonus points. Okay. So think of your game master very carefully because this one could win you the game. All right, Joey Lee, first up, go ahead and shout out.
Obviously, shout out to Jimmy, who I got the pleasure of spending some days with, performing, as well as just, getting to know each other as we had some drives back and forth. And I'm already having withdrawals from not seeing him for a couple of days. So, big shout out about that. That's probably the best thing that happened to me last week.
Hey.
Let's see. I also want to shout out to a guy named Gerald Beeman, who mentioned me um, in his Facebook, and Booker ran across that comment and called me, and we worked out a deal on a show in beginning of September. So thank you for Gerald for thinking of me or saying something about me that influenced somebody to want to have me on their stage. That's very
Snap
humbling.
up, Joey Lee, and shout out to Gerald
Gerald Beeman.
Gerald Beeman. Shout out to him for giving another one of our Sauce Cityans a stage to play on. Our playgrounds keep getting bigger and better, and I love the shiny new toys. So shout out to you, Joy Lee, for getting out there and expressing your funny. How many points do we have on the board?
I believe 17. 17 points. And my game master, boy, I got a lot of answers. I should be the game master, but if I can't vote for myself, I'd say Tommy kind of led a lot as well. So
Okay.
Tommy.
Well, Joey Lee, because we're always producing the show and developing the show in front of the people's very eyes, since you say that you should be the game master, I'm going to give you 30 seconds on the clock to plead to your fellow castmates of why you should be the game master. Let's go.
I should be the game master because I got all the answers right. And plus, doing trivia, I got no points. And you guys got like 20 points. And I got 0. So I would be like way over 20 by now. That's it. Please vote for me.
All right. I am digging it. All right, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., you've seen the format with our boy Joey Lee. So shout out, point score, and nominate your game master. Let's go.
I want to give a shout out to Joy Lee, my brother from a different mother, who showed me some love when I came to Columbus, Ohio, great city and state in which I was born. He was my personal escort and chauffeur. He took me around. I met some great people. So, again, thank you for your assistance there, Joey. My point score is 22 for today, but I did get a 10-point kicker when I was first to answer who's going to join us this Sunday. So, with that, if my math is right, that's 32. And Game Master Day, I'll go ahead and vote for Joey because he kept the thing going.
Hey, I love it. Well, shout out to you, Jimmy George Hayes Jr. And I'm going to give you the same respect, 30 seconds on the clock, to plead to your castmates of why you should be the game master of the night.
I would say if you want to vote for me as the game masters, because I gave those tricky answers to include what would you do or what would you be handed when you first get into heaven. And being an older guy over 50, toilet paper came to mind because you can never have too much toilet paper.
I love it. You guys are amazing. Let's see how this turns out. All right, Santana Chili Beans, you've seen the format. 30 seconds on the clock to shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
So I always have to shout out Bacon because if it weren't for Bacon, there would be no beans. You know, gotta raise the roof for my sister from another mister. And she wouldn't be here, but like her internet's so bad she couldn't even watch the show. So sending her my love, all my love. My love.
We're gonna have to put together a Kickstarter fund and get her some internet. We're gonna do it. Meet us in the green room. All right, okay. Point score and crown your game master.
I've got 14, which isn't bad, but could be better. And then my game master, I'm gonna have to give it to Malfunction Junction just because he always throws out like witty bits here and there, and it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful morning. Yes, he always adds to the show. Never a dull moment. All right, I'm going to give you the same respect of 30 seconds to plead out to the cast of why you should be the game master.
Well, I should be the game master because I kind of like had a lot of like pull as far as like things that contributed to the overall niftiness of the show. Because like, yes, there's no bacon without beans, but there's no beans without beans either. And so, yeah.
Okay, I like it. I like the confidence. All right. Venus, a rock added, 30 seconds on the clock to shout out point score and crown your game master.
I want to shout out Sauce in the City, Brenda, you, of course, Jay Watch. I want to shout out all of my supporters and friends who decided to tune in and join us so that they could be along with us on this journey. I don't know my point score. I lost track because I was too busy paying attention to how bad y'all was beating me. And as far as for not game master, I'm voting for me to be not the game master. And you should not choose me because I was misleading, I was confusing, and sometimes I was a little bit over there.
Well, let's check in with your point score. What do you say, Joey Lee?
15.
All right. So give it up for the 15. Not enough to be the leader on the board, if I'm correct so far, right, Joey Lee?
Correct.
All right. So, but I am going to give you the same respect and still give you a 30 seconds on the clock of telling them why you should not be the game master of the night. And let's go.
I really thought I covered that when I said I was misleading and a little bit over there and maybe even, yeah, I wasn't. I wouldn't know what to do with Game Master. You don't need to choose me because I would have to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I do like getting tricked. You know what? Maybe you should pick me to be the Game Master so that I could try something new. You know, it's one of the top things that I like to do is learn new skills. And I could figure out what to do with Game Master if you gave it to me.
Atta girl, Venus. Way to go. Woo! All right. All right, Jay Watch. He, him, them. Go ahead, 30 seconds on the clock to point, score, shout out, and crown your game master.
Okay, points. I got 2,500 points. Then I got my game master is Venus. My shout out goes to my middle child. Her birthday it was yesterday. She's 18. She went to Texas.
Hold on. Everybody, happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her.
Happy
birthday. They watch his daughter.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to her. Not hear him, them.
All right, okay. Let's get back to it.
And the last thing is free Funny Man Green. He's sweating. Let him go. Please. Let him go.
They took him away.
Wait a minute. We don't want them to let him go because that would be bad for the economy of Funny Man Green. But like if they could give him, an occasional Sunday off to come and join us, that would be great. Like that would be the thing to do. All right, I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock to tell your cast why you should be game master of the night.
Oh, I don't need that. I don't want that kind of power. No, that goes to my head. I'm ready. I'm ready. Full of myself. I don't need any more.
Oh, jeez. All right, Tommy D. 30 seconds on the clock to shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
I have no idea. I had so much fun playing along. I wasn't keeping track of the points. It's kind of like whose line is it anyway? The points don't matter. Big shout out to Brenda Brown for putting this together. Shout out to my wife for putting up with me. And a shout out to the folks at Custom Lanyard for these really cool Tommy D comedy can koozies, double-sided. I think if Jay Watch would just say, that Medina's a monster, baby, I'd vote for him for a game master. I think that's he's the tone loc I wish I had. So that's good. Yeah, that's about it.
I can see your Netflix special now. It's gonna be that song, and it's gonna be Jay Watch.
That's it. Who needs
I'm
Baywatch when you got Jaywatch? That's what I say.
Hey, absolutely. I'm gonna put 30 seconds on the clock to give you a chance to plead to your cast, or at least tell them why you should be Game Master of the Night.
Well, I should probably be the game master because I'm forgetful, and if you vote me for game master, it won't go to my head because I'm going to forget about it anyway. Sometimes I forget that I have a lit cigarette. So actually, don't vote for me for game master. I wouldn't be a good one. But I appreciate the thought. So thanks anyway. That's what I would say.
All right, let's check in for your points. What do you say, Joey Lee?
I got 31.
Whoa. All right. Well, he done forgot about the points, but it's good to know 31 is a good number because the highest point score wins. And that's how we are teaching the people out there who are purchasing the game decks. This is how you conclude the game. But like Tommy D said, sometimes you get to having so much fun, you forget about the points. So always appoint a point scorer. That's a lot of points. All right, last but certainly not least, Malfunction Junction. 30 seconds on the clock to shout out point score and crown your game master.
I just want to shout out to God for big women and juvenile diabetes. And also, I have no idea how many points I've scored. And all my castmates, I want to shout out to them also. Venus is going to be my game master because she so desperately wanted me to be homeless in Vegas. And I kind of feel like she needs a win for that. She wanted that, like, believed it so hard on it. And it just didn't happen for her. And I feel like she's incomplete. So, like, I'd have to give her the game master for that one. Sorry, Joey. I mean, I got to give it to Venus.
You guys are terrific and such a great cast. I always hate to say goodbye, but everything must begin, have a middle, and it must end. Y'all ran Venus off the screen. Where did you go? Where'd you go?
I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go anywhere.
No. Oh, but now somebody has to give Funny Man Green's appeal to the cast of why he should be game master, because you guys can do his shout outs, but at least somebody has to make his appeal, because I think he should get a vote. What do y'all think?
I think he should get a vote. I mean,
okay,
he's the game master. He left, and we're stuck here on the island. And he got off. How masterful is that?
I don't know. He's kind of trapped in a box, isn't he?
He kept changing
maybe
his
he got freed
name
from jail
too.
finally.
He went from the Dark Knight to Funny Man Green to the Dark Knight to the Funny Man Green. I mean, that's masterful.
He's got almost as many identities as Tommy has cigarettes.
Oh man.
True. And he's sweating bullets too.
He's working hard out there.
He's sweating more than anybody else. So yeah,
maybe he's on free. Maybe that's why he's.
There goes the portrait right there. He's here with us in spirit.
It's true.
So everybody who thinks Funny Man Green should be game master, cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm still
okay. That's 4. Stay there. All right, everybody who thinks it should be Malfunction Junction, cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Everybody who thinks it should be Jimmy, nope, cameras off. You can only vote once.
Oh, only once.
Yeah. And Jimmy George Hayes Jr. And Malfunction Junction, you're the only 2 left without a vote. So if you think it should be Joey Lee, Cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got one vote left. Tommy D. Malfunction Junction. If you think it should be Tommy D, cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
When did you say Venus?
She didn't.
I didn't.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Well, we don't even have to go that far. We know the last vote is for Venus, so cameras off. And I would like to thank you guys out there for tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. Our winner has, I'm sure, been chosen by the points. But like we said, it's not about the points, it's about the fun. And with that being said, shout out to Nacho Bryan, shout out to Matt Timney, shout out to Ms. Bacon, shout out to Insane in the Membrane, and everyone else who tunes in but didn't leave a comment. Shout out to y'all too. Join us next Sunday for some more clean comedy and to see if Tommy D actually dropped the F-bomb. My vote is that he didn't. So we are out of here. Stay tuned to the green room.
Here we go. You know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know, yes. Brenda is my girl, don't you know?
Our outro.